friends, and welcome back to Lemon Tree Corner. This week in the studio we are making the Sunshine Crossbody bag. It's really cool. It's by Bagstock Sewing Patterns. She's got some really nice patterns that use accent fabrics like this cork. She has one version that's like a clutch that has a little piece of fabric that you can stick your hand through on the back. And then this one we're attaching a crossbody strap. So there's kind of two different ways you can do this pattern. I've given it an A-. So it doesn't take a lot of fabric, as you'll see. There's this panel in the front and then the back, and then there's the pocket and the lining. So if you wanted to, you could just use one fabric for this. This is also a good thing to use for your smaller pieces of leftover fabric that you have. And I believe it's fat quarter friendly. Fat quarter friendly. So you've got a fat quarter of the exterior, a fat quarter of a contrasting fabric. So if you're not planning on using the lining fabric as your contrasting fabric, then you're fine. Wait. No, I said that wrong. Okay, so you can use a fat quarter of exterior fabric, a fat quarter of contrasting fabric, or you could use cork or vinyl, and then ½ yard for the lining fabric. So a little more for the lining, but totally doable. This bag works out to 10.5 inches wide at the bottom by 7.5 inches tall, and then 3 inches deep. So very nice. So I picked out two for this week for this pattern. So we've got these two fabrics, which I think are super fun. I haven't decided yet if I want to do cork or if I want to have this as the contrast in the front. It does kind of have this deep navy, and I do have a navy cork. I think, oh yeah, I also have a natural cork with little bits of metallic pink, so that would work. And we're doing our, ooh, it won't focus. We're doing our rainbow zipper in pink, so that's fun. What you could do if you're going to use cork or denim accent is you could reverse this. So you could do one with this on the outside and one with this on the outside. So you could technically get two bags out of this fabric if you have a yard each of the fabrics. The other fabrics we're going to be using, we're going to make another rainbow bag. I like to have at least one rainbow bag in my stall. So we're going to do that. And this one just goes beautifully with this grunge moda. It's called Berry Pie. Look at that, it's so cool. I just love moda grunge because it's just got that nice distressing to it. Kind of looks like Tim Holtz if you use any Tim Holtz products in your crafting. And with that, we're going to use another rainbow zipper. And this one, I think, is in raspberry. I think it's called raspberry. So a very berry kind of bag. This is only a ½ yard of fabric that I bought. So I'm probably only going to get one bag out of that. Yeah, I kind of like these two together. I think I've only made this bag with the cork accent. So maybe I should try one with cork and one with fabric, and we can kind of compare the two. So that's the plan for this week. I want to send a big thank you to all of you for coming and watching my video. Your time and attention is the greatest gift that you can give me, and I really appreciate it. And for all of you who keep coming back, thank you for coming back and being subscribers. We have such a wonderful community. I only get positive comments, so I'm very, I just jinxed myself. But you guys are so wonderful in the comments and just sending love to everybody. So I really appreciate it. And if you want to join this community, just go ahead and hit the subscribe button and the notifications bell to find out when my videos drop. But usually they drop every Saturday. So if that sounds like a good time to you, go ahead and grab a water or a cool beverage, curl up, and let's get this week started. I'm still doing Cook Unity. Let's take a look what we've got this week. Got a grilled naan pizza, classic bistro meatloaf. It's one of my favorites. the birria enchiladas divorcidas, turkey bolognese lasagna, which I have not had yet. Looking forward to that one. Creamy roasted mushroom. This is one of my favorites, the Greek style hero wrap. We have the penne turkey bolognese. It's also very good. And soy marinated pulled pork. So that's a new one for me. Okay, so as I was talking in the intro, I convinced myself that we're going to do one with fabric on the sides and one with cork on the sides. So this is going to be our exterior fabric. Oh, also, by the way, I think I'm going to have time to make the piggies. So I'm also, since I'm only doing 2 of these bags and they're smaller, I'm hoping to get the piggies done as well. So we've got this one, which kind of goes with that. I think it's a little dark. And we've got our cork with the metallic. Oh, we were going to do that for the other one, right? Yeah, I think this is a little too baby pink for the metallic cork. Uh-oh. I'm not liking either of those options. Well, that's not good. I do have just a plain natural cork, and I think I have a darker blue cork. I just feel like the dark blue cork is going to be too dark. This is a very cheerful fabric. I don't want to take it down. Yeah, I feel like that's just going to be too dark. It is kind of a nice contrast though. We also have our denim. I feel like that's going to be too dark too. Ooh, I have a denim that's kind of that lighter color, and I think I have a cork that's that lighter color. Let's go grab those and see if those are going to work any better. Here are some alternatives for us. So we've got the denim that's got more of the slate color in it. We've got our super dark denim, which I think is too dark again. I just don't want to bring this down. And the slate I feel is too much. I mean, you'll see there's a fair bit of cork in there, so I feel like that's going to bring us down. We also have a metallic with blue bits. We also have a natural cork with blue bits. That's not the right blue. I don't know what to do. I have a green cork, or at least I need to reorder the green cork, but this doesn't have any green in it. It's just the lining that has the green. And I'm not even sure why I picked the green to go with this. I don't know. I had a feeling. Okay, here's several more for us. We've got our natural cork, which I think like this is too light for that. I found the gray cork. Ooh, that's probably perfect, but that's all I have left, so that's probably not going to work either. Man, this is hard. And then we have our green cork, which would be great if you knew that there was green in the lining, but Or we could just do the green on the side. It does kind of look denim-y, doesn't it? Kind of has that texture. Now I'm kind of leaning towards the blue cork again. This is difficult. I do have eggplant, but I feel like that's going in the wrong direction. So we can either do that or this. I think I'm gonna have to go for this one. I think I want to do the crossbody strap in this. So I don't know that I'm gonna have enough of that to complete the entire thing. Let's take a look at our zipper too. Yeah, I mean, that's gonna brighten it up. This is a nice contrast. Okay, I'm gonna go with the jeans blue cork. So for this one, we've just got our pieces that we're gonna cut. So the zipper goes in between those two pieces. We've got our sides. So that's kind of the most difficult thing here is the front. And then the exterior back panel takes up that much space plus the two sides. And then we just have a zipper and a zipper and the lining. So you're going to do that for the lining. What's this one? Oh, foam. She has a separate piece for the foam, so you can cut that smaller. So keep it out of there. So we are using foam for this, which is a little different for us. So that will be good. I think since we are using the cork for this one, we should probably keep the foam out of the seams. This is why you always read through the pattern. So I was getting worried about the foam because it's such a small bag and tight. And then I had left a note for myself, or Decovil Light if using cork or vinyl. So I'm gonna definitely use the Decovil Light for this. So when I'm using cork, I like to use the backside to draw on. Some of the cork is really dark and then it's kind of hard to use. So we need front and back here. And these pattern pieces are like this. So what you need to do is you need to cut one of each, or you need to remember to flip it over if you don't want to have two of these, but we do have two of these. There's kind of a pattern, so I think I'm going to nestle this in here. And we're just gonna draw our lines on here. You don't want to stick anything through here, so you don't want to put any pins or anything in here. Anything you poke through the cork is going to show in the final product. So you just want to be very careful. Hold it still. Oops. All right. And then I'm going to cut that out. And because we're doing this the way we're doing it, I am just going to stack them so that this one cut takes care of two pieces. So for all you new folks out there, what I like to do with my fabric is I like to starch it with Mary Ellen's Best Press, and it just kind of steams it and shrinks it if it's going to shrink. It's doing that now, so it's kind of a pre-shrinking process. I tend to buy my fabric in 1 yard, half yard lengths, so it's really not enough to merit throwing it in the washing machine. But I do worry about the fabric shrinking. So this way I can kind of pre-shrink the fabrics before we start cutting anything. And that's really worked for me over the years. So that's what I do with every new fabric. And with the remnants, obviously I don't have to re-starch them, but I do have to kind of steam all of the folds at the fabric. So I wind up doing that anyway. I wind up pre-ironing my fabric before I use it, so it's just kind of part of the process. I sit here and I have a view of my TV from here, so I just kind of watch my YouTube videos while I do this. everyone. So I feel like absolute crap. I don't know what happened. I'm sitting here in my PJs at 11:30 on Friday. It's my last Friday off, but my head feels like it's in a vice. My muscles are all stiff. I don't have like a head cold or anything, but I did have a 102-degree temperature last night. So I did a C test, but it came out negative. It might just be too early for me to take the test. We've got one more week before school starts, so it's a pretty important week, and I have 2 full days of like team building next week that I don't want to miss. So we're just gonna cross our fingers that it's not the C word. And yeah, I don't know what I'm getting done today. I'm kind of just on the couch trying to manage my pain because everything just feels like it's in a vice. My legs, every muscle is tight. So I'm gonna make some tea. Yeah, I'm like alternately hot and cold. And we might just finish stamping the cards at this point and lay them all out to dry because I don't think I'm getting anything else done. So we've cut out the first bag. I was hoping to finish the piggies this weekend. My husband is on an overnight gig again, so he's gonna be gone 2 nights. And I'm gonna be fully in charge of the dogs and not getting any sleep. So I think I just need to take it easy today, and hopefully I will have more energy tomorrow. So just a reminder that if you don't feel good, things can wait. You don't have to do everything right now. And I'm also wondering if all my muscles are tight because I've been going nonstop like every night. I've been standing there and ironing and sewing. So I don't know if that's part of it or not. So I will check back in with you later. I have some delicious meals to eat from my Cook Unity box. And maybe I'll make myself some chicken soup, or have my husband make me some chicken soup while he's still home, and take it from there. Okay, I'm not feeling much better than yesterday. I'm also wheezing now, so that'll be fun. But I want to go ahead and get at least one bag done for you. I'm gonna take it easy and rest, but we're also going to get this done. So what I like to do is I like to alternate. I like to have the lining fabric in the pocket on the exterior and the exterior fabric in the pocket on the lining. So that's what we're doing there. And then this pocket is pretty similar to what we've done before. So we've got our pocket pieces, our actual pocket lining. Where are my zippers? My zippers, which I believe it's going to be one of these two. That one's shorter. And then we're going to have the 2 pieces, the opposite pieces here. So that's what our front looks like. So we're just going to do what we did a couple weeks ago on the tote bag. And we are going to sew this, and then all of that gets incorporated into these seams, and then we're going to have to cut and attach a piece of Decoville. So we're doing Decoville light on the outside. I don't know if I need anything on the inside. Oh, never mind. We're not ready for that. I didn't cut any of the SF-101. Okay, I'm going to go back and cut the SF-101 for everything before we can do this. This is going to be one continuous crossbody strap. I went ahead and sewed it at a diagonal here just to make sure that the seam here can get through our slider. So now we're going to press it this way, and then we're going to go ahead and do our usual. So I'm going to press this open like that. It's not quite where it needs to be, so we'll just fudge this a little bit when we go to do that. Wah wah. It's still gonna look fine though. So we've also folded over the edges. So I'm gonna start a little bit in and then come back around so that the end of my stitching isn't right on the end of the corner. Okay, I would say that if you're not using cork, you might want to use the foam, but we are going to use Decoville Light. And if I was using the foam, I would keep it out of the seam allowance, but as we are using the Decoville, I'm not going to worry about that. So I'm basically just going to cut out 2 pieces that fit our exterior here. Well, it's official. I have pneumonia, which is not good. I felt way worse last night, and the wheezing and gurgling, and I had to sleep sitting up, and I pretty much knew, like, okay, I've had this before, this is what this is. I need to just put my big girl pants on today and take myself to urgent care, because Greg's not home this weekend. I'm all alone. My sister can't drive a car. And so I found one close to me that had an x-ray machine. So was able to get a chest x-ray and confirm. They shot me up with a really strong antibiotic and steroid, and then they've called in like antibiotics and albuterol for me at the pharmacy. So I'm just gonna drink your juice, Shelby. I'm gonna drink some orange juice and eat some lunch and wait for the pharmacy to be ready for me. And then I think that's, I mean, I was struggling last night and I didn't get a lot done. So we're like halfway through the first purse. I might be able to work on little bits and take breaks, but I don't know what the antibiotics are going to do to me. I might just be falling asleep on the couch in a minute. So there might not be much of a video, but we will see. And because I'm here all alone this weekend, I'm sole guardian of the dogs. At least they only woke up once in the middle of the night barking, so that was good. And I'm supposed to water the plants in the backyard, and I just don't know if I'm going to have any energy for that. So it's been a great week. I guess the only saving grace is that next week is the week before classes start, because I would really hate to be out for a couple of days at the start of the semester. So we have an all-day summit thing on Tuesday, which, yeah, I don't want to go to. I'm not going to be able to sit in a chair all day. So I'm probably going to take Monday and Tuesday off. See if I can work from home on Wednesday. I don't know what's going on. And then Friday is college day. So I was thinking, yeah, I don't know if I'm going to be up for that. I'm hoping that by Friday I'm feeling pretty good again. I'll just wear a mask so that I don't catch anything else, I guess. But I have my YouTube buddies to keep me company this weekend, so that's good. And yeah, we'll just see how far we get during the week. The good news is that Labor Day weekend is in a couple of weekends, so I will have another 3-day weekend in which to catch up on this and hopefully the piggies and be caught up going into the next couple of bags. That's what's what. Okay, feeling a little bit better. The antibiotics are kicking in, So we put our zipper in the middle. I'm going to cut the excess. Cut the excess. Okay, and then the interesting thing about this is that we're actually going to turn the bag out through the pocket, which is always nice to not have a bottom seam in your lining. So in order to accomplish that, what she had us do is press these edges up to make a nice clean edge. We're only going to sew around the top 3 edges. We're going to leave this open later to turn the bag out. So that's kind of a nice feature. And then, yeah, I think the only thing different is that I'm putting two zipper tabs on this because I hate doing a veered zipper. It's just easier for me. And then we have 2 options here with the crossbody strap. We can either do it on the side or the top. I didn't read far enough. I had already attached them to the side. So I think what I'll do is in the next bag, we'll attach them to the top. But basically you want to attach one on each side of the bag so that they are opposite. So that's the idea there. And I'm going to go sew this in. I think I'm just going to take this really slowly. So I will come back to you at the end and see how far we got. It's Tuesday now. Feeling a little bit better. So I'll just continue working on the bags and hopefully I'll have time to get the second one done before we come back. And then our crossbody strap, we are just going to do the usual here. So we're going to thread it through there. Since these ends are clean, we don't need to fold them in, so you can just pick an area there where you feel comfortable. And then we've got our clasps. So one of them is going to go in the middle, and we want to make sure that we're on the correct side there. So what you want to do is you want to make sure that the outside of this is in line with the outside of this. So you don't want this on top, you want this on top with your swivel. This is why I haven't done anything for a while, because I don't want to mess things up. And my brain is very muddled. So even now, I have to go 5 steps. Okay, so there we go. Now it's correct. And our other one's on the correct side. So yeah, I'll come back with you. I'll wait as long as I can to do the outro. Maybe I'll do that Thursday or Friday and see how far we get with the bags. Hey friends, so that's it for this week. We didn't quite accomplish what we were setting out to do, but I think given the circumstances, we did pretty well. So I've been taking all the antibiotics and the medications and everything, and just kind of doing the bare minimum to get through the week at this point. So let's take a look at our finished bag and our unfinished bag. So first off, we have our finished Sunshine Crossbody. So this one has the tabs on the side. The next one I'm going to do the tabs on the top, and I think that's how I did the other ones. But it's just super cute. It's got the thing in the front, the pocket in the front, and just the panel in the back. The pocket in the front is big enough to fit a cell phone, so that's good. I just did the 2 zipper tabs. I hardly ever find a reason not to do the 2 zipper tabs. I just don't like veered zippers, so that's what we changed there. We also did the Decoville instead of the foam, so it's a little less structured, but I feel like it's structured enough once you put your stuff in there. And then we got our crossbody strap, so this one's all good to go. And unfortunately, through all my best efforts to get the last bag done, we ran into a snag. I only had one more of the rainbow D-rings. I thought I ordered a bunch just like a month ago, but I can't find them. I don't know what happened. So we are thwarted on account of a D-ring. I've got the rest of the bag all ready to go, but because these are attached to the actual bag and it's not the crossbody strap, I can't really proceed without them. So we've gotten the rest of the bag done. We've gotten the pockets and the inside pocket and everything. But it gives me an opportunity to show you. This one we used the foam. I went ahead and cut the foam down even like 1/4 of an inch more than the pattern piece because I really don't want it in the seam allowance. So this gives us a nice big seam allowance without the foam in there. So what I will have to do is order more D-rings, wait for those to show up, and then we can finish this bag. So kind of sad that I was pushing even through everything going on, and I still couldn't finish the other bag. So that's sad. So we will set that one aside until we get the piece of hardware, and we will just continue on with the next bag, which is going to be the zippy crossbody. So we made that quite a while ago. It's actually one of my best performing videos. So I don't know who's been sharing it. It might be the actual pattern designer who's been sharing my video, but we're going to be making some more of those. I've got 3 of those lined up. They're smaller than this one. They're really fast, so hopefully I'll be able to do that. If not, we will catch up with things on the 3-day weekend for Labor Day. But I wanted to share with you some other goodies that came in. So I got these beauties at my local YMCA. They have like the kids room, and they have all these fun jellyfish hanging up. And I was like, oh, that would be so perfect for our beachy bedroom. And I found them on Amazon. So we're gonna hang some of these up. And I think I've got 6 of them, so I think I'm gonna put a few of them in the sewing room as well. So they're just fun and dangly. And the last thing I got was a treat for myself for my upcoming trip. This is a mica bag. I love the mica bags. I see these patterns all the time. If it'll focus, it doesn't want to focus. Anyway, I love these bags. And I can't really justify buying a bag because I'm a bag maker. But every once in a while, there comes a bag where I'm never gonna make this. This is made out of canvas and leather or faux leather, and it's just not something I'm gonna make on my machine. I can't make it on my machine, so I bought this as a travel bag. So it's got a really huge compartment. It's got a zipper up here. It's got side compartments, and the best part of all is it's got one of those luggage things that goes over your carry-on handle. So that's going to be perfect for me, and it's the perfect colors for me as well. And I could also use it as a work bag. It does have like a little padded compartment for a laptop. So very happy with that little purchase. And we will use that in October when we take our flight back up to Washington. Washington? Yes, Washington. Okay, so thank you all for hanging in here with me. It's actually a long video, even though I feel like we didn't do that much this week. So I am on the mend, the lungs are feeling better, and have another weekend coming up. So have some time to recover as well as making the bags, obviously. So I hope you have a wonderful week ahead. Thank you for coming and spending time with me, and I hope to see you back here next week. Love you, friends. Bye.
Come on, soft, turn the key and cooler on. Push the pause for relief. Free pass, you don't even have to ask to be the cat in the sun.